LiberalViewer presents.
So not all the facts are known about the underwear photo posted to New York Democratic Congressman Anthony Weiner's Twitter account last Friday, but that didn't stop CNN's newsroom program from broadcasting speculation well beyond any known facts from right-wing character assassin Andrew Breitbart, as Jon Stewart pointed out on this week's Daily Show in this clip.
To be fair, they're not just going to let a guy come on and speculate saying Congressman Weiner might be some sort of sexual predator or pedophile, particularly if the accuser is someone who has openly and publicly sworn that his life's mission is to destroy those people on the institutional left.
I'm not saying what type of relationships, but people that Rep. Weiner's follows, girls that are quite young, younger than the girl in question here, talk openly about Rep. Weiner, who he follows these girls. So
right.
that's where
those are definitely some.
And even if you watch the full CNN interview of Andrew Breitbart, with the part the Daily Show left out where Breitbart explained he was passing on the theory of another blogger he doesn't know very well, what Breitbart said there came pretty close to speculating about someone being a pedophile basically based on nothing, which has no place on a network news broadcast, and Jon Stewart expressed his displeasure about it in the continuation of that Daily Show clip here.
Those are some interesting allegations. We'll have to obviously put those to the representative. He's not on the show now to ask him about that.
No, you don't. You can find out about them. You don't need to wait for someone to call you back. You can do like what do they call it? Like investigation using some type of, I don't know, the journalism. You could do these types of investigations before you come on the TV. And I'm sorry, that's not me talking. That's just my anger at this. Seriously, I mean, just not that big.
And if you watch the full Daily Show clip, you'll see Jon Stewart explain how he shared a beach house years ago with Congressman Weiner and some others, giving him expertise on the issue. But as you might imagine, the bad reporting on what's been called Weinergate was not confined to CNN, because I also saw problematic reporting over at Fox News, including a teaser segment on Tuesday that never mentioned Congressman Weiner had been saying for 4 days that his account had been hacked, as you can see here.
And in the meantime, there is breaking news on the growing questions over whether New York Congressman Anthony Weiner sent an inappropriate picture of himself to a college co-ed in California. Now, the photo in question and what the congressman just said about this, he weighed in on this moments ago. That is 3 minutes from now. This story is not going anywhere, folks, so stay tuned for the very latest on that.
Now, the subsequent Fox News story did mention Congressman Weiner's claim his account was hacked, though it wasn't broadcast until several minutes after that teaser that didn't mention it, and that subsequent story wasn't the most fair and balanced, as you can see for yourself by clicking here. But one of the strangest editorial decisions I saw in all the Weinergate coverage came from a special report story later on Fox News that Tuesday that oddly chose to blur out a part of one of Congressman Weiner's tweets shown in this clip.
Feisty Brooklyn, New York Democratic Congressman Anthony Weiner says his social media accounts have been hacked. A photo was sent from Weiner's Twitter account of a male waist in sports briefs to a 21-year-old woman. It was deleted in minutes, and 3.5 hours later, Weiner tweeted, FB, meaning Facebook, hacked. Is my blender going to attack me next?
Now, the odd thing about that Fox News screenshot of Congressman Weiner's tweet is that it blurs out the two words before FB hacked, which were TiVo shot, because Congressman Weiner had previously complained on Twitter about his TiVo video recorder not recording a hockey game, and the only reason I can think Fox News would blur out that reference would be to protect TiVo's corporate reputation, which really seems overprotective in light of that previous Fox News teaser that wasn't concerned enough with Congressman Weiner's reputation to include his claim he was hacked, and what may be worse, Fox News was not at all protective of the privacy or reputation of the 21-year-old college student to whom the mysterious tweet was directed, actually repeatedly broadcasting her name and her picture, as you can see, for example, in this clip.
The photo was sent for all on Twitter to see to a Seattle woman going to college in Bellingham, Washington, who describes herself as a fan of the New York congressman. 2 days after the incident, she told the New York Daily News she never met Weiner and, quote, there have never been any inappropriate exchanges between Anthony Weiner and myself, including the tweet picture in question.
Now, focusing on the name and picture of the 21-year-old college student caught up in the story isn't necessarily inappropriate, especially given that she had just published a statement in the New York Daily News, but emphasizing her name and picture right after blurring out the TiVo brand does seem to me to indicate possibly misplaced priorities at Fox News, but I want to know what you think. Instead of showing so much concern about the reputation of a corporation like TiVo, shouldn't Fox News have shown more concern about the privacy and reputation of actual people like Congressman Weiner and especially the 21-year-old college student? And even though important facts are still unknown about Weinergate when I'm making this video, whenever you're watching it. Who's ended up looking worse in Weinergate? Congressman Anthony Weiner or the journalist covering the story?
YouTube, you decide.